Online Racing Network proudly presents Core Season 3. We're coming to you from Iowa Speedway in the middle of nowhere in the lovely state of Iowa for the Hammer Down 150. It's the second race on the season for this Core series, and after last week at Daytona, we pretty much know that we can expect the unexpected after Raw Gator Trey Normile went to victory lane and captured the flag at Daytona. Well, to back that up this week, he's not here. So there's that. We do have a decent bit of drivers that were at the race last week, not here tonight. However, we still have 18 cars ready to roll here from Iowa. Here for the broadcast tonight, Jacob Hitz alongside two guys that I'm glad to have in this week. Trace Ryder, Travis Rolone. Cody Workman is not with us tonight. We'll see if he's back next week at Lanier. So, guys, how about Iowa? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the racetrack.
Well, it's in the middle of a cornfield, so
yep,
there's that. It's like, I don't think there's much around Iowa Speedway for the most part. But otherwise, I mean, it's a tight oval. Got some decent banking in the turns, and it's gonna be some short track action. You know, I get some bumpers, trade some paint, and hopefully you take it across the finish line with all the fenders still on it.
And we talked about it at the beginning of the race, that kind of all the racetracks, not just this one, are pretty abusive on tires here, Travis.
It's not even so much the fault of the racetracks, but it's now running the new tire model, version 7. It's just you almost need to start saving from the drop of the green flag. And you really have to know where to pick your battles. I feel that's what the race is going to be won here, is who can pick their battles and who can save their stuff, but also kind of stay lurking in the shadows.
So wait and see what happens. Cars are getting ready to come out onto the grid right now as we get set to go here from Iowa Speedway. Michael Cozy Jr.'s on the pole. We'll run through the grid in a moment. First, let's take a look at the, since we haven't done this at all, the track facts and the weather here from Iowa Speedway. Just under a mile. The track almost 9/10. Track temp is 83 degrees. The air temp is 79 degrees. You can tell it's realistic for this time of year. Wind speed's about 3 miles an hour out of the northwest. That'll change throughout the night. Sun is shining. We may have a couple of clouds come over throughout the night, but other than that, it should be pretty calm, and we should be ready to go. 150 laps, the 3 stages, 35, 35, and then 60. Fuel mileage takes us about 40-ish laps, so they will be able to make it on fuel in the first 2 stages. It's that last stage that we will need to see them come onto pit road, whether or not it is under green or under caution. We'll have to wait and see on that. Cars still coming out onto the racetrack right now, and before we get rolling, let's just do the grid. What the heck? So, here's the grid. Michael Cozy Jr., he starts on the pole with Harry Tiller to his outside. Then in the second row, Cosmin Ionescu, he starts third. Justin Champagne starts in the 4th spot on the outside row. NASCAR Xfinity Series driver Anthony Alfredo starts in the 5th spot with Joey Stone to his outside, 2 RCR boys there. Row 4, we've got Ben Easterday on the inside, Canadian Gary Owen on the outside. And then in row number 5, as the field starts to roll now, drive-through in the 9th spot, and Brendan Littell starts in 10th. Whoever wants to take the grid from here on out, go for it.
Starting 11th is Brian Passnack, also known as What If Racing, driving the 39. Outside of him will be Rusty Walrus in the 59, making his core debut tonight. David Land in the number 2. Taking over the 2-4, Ed Soundhead, who is not here tonight. Cody Hicken in the 28 will start outside of him. Then it is Kyle Cuthbertson will start 15th in the 91. Kamikaze Games will start outside of him in 16th. Keenan Kusan will start 17th. And Michael Frisch in the 58 will finish out the field in 18th.
All right, so before we go green, what's one thing that you guys are going to be watching for here as we come to the green flag? Travis, we'll start with you.
I'm really going to be eager to see what lines these guys take and if they move up at all during the race, especially in 3 and 4. And I'm really eager to see if we're going to see a lot of battles early on, or they're going to give some room and just kind of get in a rhythm and get in line.
And Travis?
Well, Travis just went. I'm Trace.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm similar to Travis here. I'm gonna see who's excited to get on the gas. These guys have been kind of cooped up for a week. We're at a short track, so some guys might be trying to make some moves way too early. Some guys might not be making moves at all. Some people are gonna get run over. It's gonna be a good time.
And since Workman isn't here, we may pull a couple of drivers up throughout the night, especially when we're under caution, and talk to them, see how their day's going, and all that fun stuff. Pace truck comes through turns 3 and 4, and folks, the second race of 11 on the course schedule is about to get underway. Hope you're in a comfortable chair for this one, because it should be fun. Pace truck comes off turn 4, and Michael Cozy Jr. leads us down. Green flag, we're racing in Iowa.
And heading into turn 1, Cozy had a car length lead at the start of the green flag. I don't think Harry was up there right alongside of him. I think he wanted to drop right into that second spot. And it looks like Champagne's going to take third from Cosman.
Harry Owen blinking in the background just a little bit. Here comes Champagne to the inside for second. Alfredo fighting for fifth with Joey Stone on the inside. And Cozy's going to lead him back to the green and lead lap 1.
And down into 3 and 4. It is still the RCR boys side by side for 5th place. Everybody else kind of leveling out. Tiller held on to that 2nd place spot after that challenge from Champagne.
Cosman's kind of getting eaten up here with Stone up on the outside. Alfredo looking for the middle. Now he's going to try and follow Joey Stone off of turn 4. Cosman's going to lose 2 spots in a corner. But right now it's still pretty much all Cozy back to 1. Champagne, he's going to take the way high line here in turns 3 and 4. There he is. Wrong number, and here comes Tiller. Tiller to the bottom. Cozy's also going to take the bottom. Champagne still up on the outside. Off of turn 2. 3-car battle now here for the lead.
And Cozy finally feeling the first bit of pressure from the start of the race here, as it looks like Champagne's going to try the outside, heading down into 1 and 2.
Now, I'm actually really surprised with all these guys running the bottom, or running so close to the bottom. I expected a lot of kind of taking the higher grooves early on to kind of keep those tires until first stage, but they're actually running the bottom, and they're doing a pretty good job.
Ooh, and Champagne gets caught up high on that top. That top line is a great run out of turn 4 down into turn 1, but it looked like he slid up a little bit too far up out of that groove. Still challenging Cozy though.
Are we good? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Scared me. I was like,
You
oh
were
no,
chopping.
not again.
You were a little choppy there. You were a little choppy. As if you went through a food process. They are side by side. Cozy loose on the bottom.
Yeah, Champagne's
That might
going to hold tough.
Champagne
Held tough on that outside. Everybody else is single file. Yeah.
Now we are still early in stage 1, only on lap 7. So now does Cozy go back for the lead, or is he going to be content sitting in second here?
Maybe hang on, try and save his stuff. Perhaps Champagne's pushing the car a little too much, but Cozy's coming right to the bottom. He's not done with this yet.
And Tiller right behind him. Cozy making it stick and keep that challenge there. Champagne not going to close the door either.
That's one of the things I was really looking for is to see who will take the bottom or take the top first, because it's got a lot of leverage. You can really hold somebody down to the bottom, and you can get a good run off the corner. You've got plenty of leverage in that whole battle there. So I'm really surprised to see guys still running the bottom here.
And now the shoe on the other foot as Cozy goes to the top side, trying to see what he can do up there as Champagne closed the door on the low end at turn 4 there.
Take a look at some of the other battles going on throughout the field. Just had David Land pass Brendan Littell. That was for 10th. Meanwhile, in 12th, Michael Frisch, who started in the back, he's working his way up, trying to get by Kyle Cuthbertson. Looks like he'll do it here.
Important to note here, Frisch did not set a qualifying lap.
Yep.
Opted to start at the back of the pack.
Yep. Something to remember, because he was up in the top 5 in practice on speed. So it's not like he's got a slow car or anything like that. He just elected to qualify at the back of the pack. And he's got a long road ahead of him as now he's going to go to the outside of Brendan Littell. And might get the spot here. Littell on the bottom. Looks like he's going to try and hang on. He'll be side by side all 4.
And just looking through everybody kind of filed out here. Looks like
Yep.
single file, except for the front. It looks Champagne, Cozy still side by side through the turns.
These guys are battling pretty hard up here at the front between these two, and Tiller's just kind of sitting back as they almost make contact off of turn 4. That was close.
Cozy got to lose again out of 4.
Oh, Champagne just drove it into the wall.
Into the wall.
So Cozy takes the lead. And Tiller's now on the bottom looking for second. Is now Champagne to the inside. The crossover.
Champagne just giving a little scrub there on the wall. Doesn't appreciate the white wall. Wanted to add some black paint to it.
That's one of the worst kind of byproducts of these cars' designs. Because once you hit the wall with the right rear, it's going to pull the right front into the wall, and you're going to get stuck there.
The suction action from the air, the aerodynamics.
Gets stuck to the wall, and he can't get off of it. Now he's under pressure from Harry Tiller for second.
And Larkin not too far behind. Anthony Alfredo in that 33 car.
He kind of muddled his way up here into this lead group.
Yeah, he kind of left RCR teammate though, Dust here, and decided to make something of it.
Well, he was at the bottom of the practice chart. He only came in a few minutes left, so he didn't have much of a chance to, excuse me, put a lap together. But now here he is, qualified up in 5th, and now he's trying to go all the way, closing in on Champagne for the 3rd spot.
And I'll tell you what, these top 4 guys, any one of these guys could lead this race at any moment. It looks like Tiller now putting the pressure on Cozy. Good luck, Harry. Man does not make many mistakes. Does not get intimidated easily. So you're gonna have to maybe use the bumper there if you want to get by him.
Here comes Alfredo back to the inside. He seems to be sending it deep into the corners. That might be helping him, at least on entry. But it looks like Champagne's got the better run on exit. He's got a little squirrely.
Boys, we were getting a little loose up there. A couple times we've seen Cozy get the turn 4 is gonna be a slippery spot here. As we've seen a couple guys get loose. Cozy a couple times. Now you just saw Champagne get loose up there. Oh boy, that could be a danger zone here coming up. Champagne now taking the high.
Especially as these tires get older and they start to lose grip, you're gonna see guys slipping and sliding off the floor. So 16 laps are in the books, and Michael Cozy Jr. is back out in front. Justin Champagne took the lead for a few laps, but now Cozy's back out in front. We are under 20 laps to go to the stage break. And here comes Alfredo on the inside again.
Can't quite make it stick.
Oh! Woo! Almost hit him. That's going to cost him. Back to the inside he goes.
Getting a little dicey up here. Don't know how I feel about that.
Battle
so
for
early
the
in
back.
the race.
Osman and Joey Stone. This is for the 5th spot. Osman trying to get by, taking the outside line.
I mean, interesting to see how the cars develop over the course of the race too. If as the tires start to wear, does the high side play in more, or does the low side become dominant even more because there's no grip? So keep an eye on that as well.
And Osman will take that 5th spot away. And Champagne way up the hill.
Champagne up in friggin' no man's land up there. Oh boy!
Oh, hung onto the car, and Alfredo didn't get a great launch off the corner, and he'll remain in 4th.
Now, Travis, you were talking before the race about bottoming out that high side. Is that just 1 and 2, or is that going to be a 3 and 4 problem too?
Well, 1 and 2, you can't get as high up to the wall as you can in 3 and 4 because it's just so bumpy up there. You're going to lose the front end. You're going to bottom out, and it's going to go on the wall. But I feel like the top lane is really going to prevail this race because once the tires wear out, it's going to get a lot harder to stick the car on the bottom. And with the amount of roll you have on the outside, especially in 3 and 4, I think we're going to see a lot of runs coming off the corner over there in terms of, when the tires wear, people are going to be moving up to almost to the wall in 3 and 4, and maybe the middle lane in 1 and 2.
Alfredo trying to get on the bottom. Sorry, Trace. And then, it's such a great run that Champagne gets on corner exit. Alfredo can't keep it down there and keep the momentum.
And I think he's starting to lose grip there. Where that inside is he's going to lose his disadvantage there because he's not going to have the drive off the turn that he needs to make that move stick.
Kind of need to try and take Champagne's line away in turn 3. He just hasn't been able to do it yet. At least without making some contact.
Yeah, I feel like these guys are going to run real clean so far. Now Champagne's just going to give the spot up. He just straight up gave the spot up.
Well, maybe he thought he was burning his tires up too much trying to battle Alfredo, and he said, all right, fine, go ahead, go on by me, and that's going to open the door for Cosman.
Yeah, here comes Kaz. I think he meant to only give that front spot up. Now he's going to give up this spot, too.
But back to what I was saying pre-race, it's going to be a lot of guys picking their battles, and Champagne just picked his battle, said, all right, you take it, and I'll be chilling back here. That's probably going to play into effect more in the later stages, but in the early part of the first stage, it's just kind of testing the waters, figuring out what the car's capable of, and he's just said, all right, go on by.
And when we get towards we're getting towards the end of the stage too, maybe he just realized that he wasn't going to get up there, so he wanted to lock in a good spot, but might have miscalculated that.
Only the stage winner gets points, so right now it looks like Michael Cozy Jr. is going to win this stage, potentially. We're coming to 10 laps to go in stage 1 this time by. Still side by side for the 5th spot. Well, I know you can see the entire leaderboard, but we'll run through at least the top 10. We got Cozy out in front, Harry in 2nd, Alfredo 3rd, Champagne and Cosman battling for 4th, Joey Stone in 6th, Gary Owen is way back here in the 7th spot. Then you got Michael Frisch in 8th, Ben Easterday in 9th, and then Drive-Thru is back here in the 10th spot.
And I'll tell you what, David Land is in 11th place right now, and that is an impressive run for a guy who has not run a core race before. Sitting in the points, sitting one spot out of a top 10 on your first year debut race, that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, he's gained 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. He started in the 13th spot. Right now he's running in 11th. Nobody really around him to the front or to the back. He's got about a 2-second gap to Drive-Thru and about a 1.5 seconds to Keenan Kusan, who's behind him.
And that is probably the most boring place to be on the racetrack. Travis, you can speak. You've raced before. You understand when you get that huge no man's land gap for your front and back. It's just boring being out there by yourself.
It's boring, and it's hard to gauge how you're doing because if you're losing time to the guy in front and you're the person behind you's gaining, you think you're not going hard enough, and you might, psychology might tell you, hey, you need to go. Like, you're losing time, you need to step it up. And then you burn your tires off, then you get passed again. So it's hard to see if you can, you're not behind anybody you can't gauge directly.
Sorry, Cosman just had to dirt track it there off turn 4, battling Champagne. He got a little too loose off of turn 4, and he was definitely turning right a lot.
And also, to get back to talking about driving by yourself, it's really hard to keep that focus, right? Like you gotta focus on hitting your marks, hitting the throttle in the right spots, braking the right points. And when you're by yourself, you just kind of get distracted. You're like, oh, there's 153 catch fence poles on the backstretch.
Yeah, when you get alone like that, it's because when you're in a battle, you're kind of fixated on the other car and comparing your line and stuff. When you kind of lose that, you're just sitting in the middle of nowhere. It gets pretty easy to get distracted, miss a corner, and then you kind of have to fight yourself as well as everyone else.
I don't know what happened. We were talking about David Land. Well, Keenan Kusan's caught him and now passed him here in turn 3 and 4. At least he's trying to. So David must have screwed up because he's now 3 seconds back from Drive-Thru, 3.5 seconds back, and he's still side by side with Kusan for 11th with 5 to go in the stage.
Just looking real quick through the replay. I think he's just slow. It doesn't look like he messed up majorly anywhere.
Taking a look at the lap times throughout the field. Land is 0.3 off of Kusan's last lap, which matched Drive-Thru's last lap. So it is possible he's 0.4 off of the leaders. And actually, Michael Frisch is running. Frisch is running the fastest laps of the race right now. 25.1 is his fastest lap, or his last lap, which is about a second off from his fastest lap on the day, but he is still flying, and he is in the 7th spot, just got by Gary Owen, and now he's starting to hunt down this top 5. We'll get there before the end of the stage, but that thing looks very, very fast.
Indeed, he does. And quite a power move to not qualify as well.
Now, he's gained 11 spots since the drop of the green flag, and I have a feeling he's not done with that until things are said and done. So we have 2 laps to go in the stage. There's your leader. He's now starting to gap Tiller. It was consistent around 0.5 seconds for a while, but now Cozy's pulled it out to just about a second. So 1 lap to go in stage 1 for Michael Cozy Jr. He'll get 1 bonus point. Everybody else gets nothing. Then we'll re-rack and do another 35 laps, and then we'll head into that final 60 to get us to the 150 lap total.
And that first stage went by pretty quick.
Yep.
Felt like it went by pretty quick.
So off of turn 4, Michael Cozy Jr. will win stage number 1.
Give him the green checkered flag.
And the caution's out for the stage break. That'll give these guys an opportunity to head on the pit road and make some adjustments as need be. So your running order right now: Michael Cozy Jr., Harry Tiller, Anthony Alfredo, Justin Champagne, Cosmo Ioneshu, your top 5. Joey Stone, Michael Frisch, Gary Owen, Ben Easterday, and Drive-Thru round out your top 10. Busan, David Land, Rusty Walrus, What If, Brendan Littell, Cody H Gaming, Kamikaze Games, and Kyle Cuthbert rounding out the field. Still a long way to go.
Yeah, still a regular stage and then a double stage or a double length stage to go. It's getting spicy. Can corn be spicy? I don't know. I don't think so. I guess popcorn. Could be spicy. I guess.
I don't know what kind of popcorn you're eating, buddy.
You've never been to the store and they have the different kinds of seasonings you can put on the popcorn, and like I'm pretty sure they got a spicy one. They gotta have one.
Yeah, maybe. Sounds about right. Pit should open this time by, and once everybody gets off pit road, we'll talk to our stage winner, Michael Cozy Jr. And it's lunchtime at the zoo. Here comes everybody onto pit road. I would assume all would be in fuel. We'll see what happens. At least fuel to get them to the end of stage 2. Anything else, have to wait and see. Everybody to pit road. Our pit lane.
Yeah, not taking time.
They're running about a second, a little over a second slower a lap than they were at the start of the race.
Yeah, so these tires definitely have fallen off a bit since the drop of the green flag. And they only ran 35 laps. They've got to make it 60 in that last stint. Yes, they got to make a pit stop, so they could split it unless there's a caution. But still, with unlimited tires, I think 4 here is definitely the way to go. And Cozy wins the race off pit road. Everybody else coming off pit road. Fast up for Michael Cozy Jr. He is your leader here at Iowa, and we will pull him up into the booth. And Grace, do you want to handle this interview?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here he is, stage winner, MCJ.
Stage winner. Michael Cozy Jr., how's it feel, man? How you feel? How's the car feel? How's the track feel? How's the racing feel? And most importantly, how do you feel?
Confused. Is that now I asked my teammate a question there, and I know why he didn't answer. What was the question?
How's the car? How's you? How's the track? How's the race? How's the corn?
The track's bumpy. I've had better corn, but they got a lot of it here. The car's fast. Haven't hit the wall yet. Gonna try not to lose lead.
All right. And what's your strategy for us for stage 2 here? Just
don't lose the lead.
All right. Sounds pretty solid. I don't know what else you can really ask about that point.
Good line. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I lost the lead there to Champagne, and it pissed me off because I realized it's so hard to get it back. So I'm gonna make sure I don't happen again.
You got Tiller in your rear view there. You worried about him at all?
Always, yeah. As long as I'm faster than him, though, we'll be all right.
Well, keep the nose clean. We'll look forward to maybe talking to you after the second stage here, pal.
Alrighty.
Have it, your stage winner, Michael Cozy Jr. We'll send it back to his teammate now so he can get an answer for that question. As lights are out on the pace car, we've got pace truck rather, and we've got 1 lap to green. So, second stage here, guys, what do you expect? Same second verse, same as the first, or something a little different?
Well, I guess it all depends on who takes the lead here. Cause Cozy looks strong out front, but Tiller can get the jump on him here. I don't know, maybe he might make a run at it. I think sleeper here is Fettuccine Alfredo sitting in 3rd place there. That 33 car looking pretty strong. Worked his way up, didn't get a lot of time in practice, and yeah, we'll let's see how he does.
You really did slip that in there, huh?
You had to. Did.
It was smooth. It was smooth.
40 laps complete when we get the restart. Still 110 left to go. We've got 30 to go in stage 2. Green flag. We're back underway, and Harry got an awful start.
Oh, man.
Gonna put
Harry did not
Alfredo.
go at all, man. Cozy's going to take a 3-car length lead heading into turn 1 and 2, and Alfredo going to follow him.
Alfredo
Those two going to jump out
second,
here.
and he's going to be side by side. Tiller and Champagne side by side for third, and you got Sloppy there in fifth, and Frisch now in the 6th spot as he gets by Cozy on the restart.
And yeah, look at Alfredo not letting Cozy get away. Champagne's challenge has now fallen short, and Sloppy's going to take the advantage of that, try to take that spot from him. But we saw early in stage 1 that the bottom side is strong here at the beginning of the run. Oh, Sloppy's loose. Woo!
Got Frisch right on him there, too. That was close.
Taking the air off the spoiler, kicking the rear around a little bit. That probably didn't feel too good. Frisch probably a little annoyed. One of the faster cars on the track, should be in the top 3 easily. Stuck behind these guys. But, I mean, when you don't qualify, it's really your own doing. You can't really be bad. But
Well, he's just got to be smart and take care of the tires, so that way once he gets by them, he still has enough to get up to the leaders, because right now, they've almost pulled out a second to everybody else. Alfredo's closing in on Cozy here for the lead.
yeah, I asked Cozy about Tiller in the rear view. I should have asked him about how he felt about Alfredo being up there, because Tiller fell off, and Alfredo's right there.
The chat is recommending that we start every quarter race in the future with Cozy 3 laps down. I'm not so sure about that one.
maybe like 1.
In that case, he'll just cause 3 cautions, get
That
back
or
on the lead lap, and win.
Everybody just needs to be faster. I think that's really what we're learning here.
I guess.
And tell you what, if we're almost losing it there off turn 4 slot, Joe's in 4th place right now. They make that fit. His first dive's underneath him in turn 1 and 2.
Frisch is looks like Frisch is going to take that spot away. Possibly, if he can hold it down on the bottom. Sloppy trying to hang tough on the outside. Gonna do it, but they'll still be side by side, headed back for turn 1.
And into one Frisch, taking a dominant line down there on the bottom. I'm going the wrong way with these arrows. And he's got a good run out of there. Looks Sloppy didn't get quite the run out of 2 he did last time, so this might be the time Frisch can clear him.
Caution.
Or not.
Caution, trouble. Cody H. Gaming's around in the back straightaway. And our first caution of the day. Doesn't look like he hit anything. Got a little bit of damage to the nose of the car. Go back here and take a look. He's going into turn 1. Up on the outside line, he's got KG underneath him. Cody comes down, KG slides up, and no, he just lost it in the center of the corner and came down the racetrack. KG got him in the door. So I'll have to check the front end of the 06. And slide, and then was able to get it going back the right direction for Cody H. Gaming. Just got a little loose. We'll go on board here with the 06 of Dylan Jacobs Kamikaze Games. Bunk. And there's your caution. So, what do you do now, crew chief?
Take the repair. Not the
Everybody's
fast repair.
pitting. Well,
I wouldn't take the fast repair here if I was in them. That damage isn't as detrimental as
everybody's
it could
pitting except for one. Benjamin Easterday is your new race leader.
be. Oh, making the lap lead point move.
So Ben will take the lead. Everybody else comes onto pit road. Justin Champagne is going to come off in second. He took 2 tires. Everybody, drive-through took 2 tires as well. Everybody else taking 4. Cuthbertson still on pit road, as is AG. So an interesting call here for some of these guys. Champagne takes 2. That's going to put Cozy back to 3rd. Drive-through took 2 tires, and he's back in the 8th spot now. So he gained a little bit, but with Easterday staying out and Payne taking 2 tires, that's going to push him down the order just a little bit. So Easterday is now our race leader. Why don't we pull him up and talk to him here about his vision?
All right.
So, here we
Mr.
go.
Easterday, Mr. Easterday, sir, thank you for coming, being voluntold to be in the booth right quick. What's the thought process behind no tires? No pit? No everybody else pit? What's up with that?
Well, I think I'm going to be around an 8th or a 9th place car for this race, so, I'm like, might as well send it. Might as well see what happens. See if these tires last long enough or not. Probably not.
Love the tenacity. You're going to get the lap lead bonus point, too, I think.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I'll take that.
And I gave you credit for doing this as a point strategy. Anyway, good luck. Don't get run over. And I'll be sure to send flowers if you do.
All right, thank you.
There's your new race leader, Ben Easterdays. We're coming to 1 lap to green here at Iowa. Still on board with the 53 car. Reminder, next week we are at Lanier Speedway. If you think this track is small, just wait until next week. It's going to be an adventure. And,
like a quarter of it.
Yeah, it is a tiny, tiny short track. It's sure to bring out the worst in everybody, and it's going to be a great time. So, hope you join us then at his same time as always, 8 o'clock on Tuesday, December the 1st. And it should be a good time. We do have a couple people not here tonight due the American Thanksgiving holiday coming up on Thursday. That's why people like Ryan Vargas aren't here. Hopefully they're back next week. Look through 3 and 4. Pace truck onto pit road right now, and here is the restart. Champagne didn't get a good launch there.
And there goes Cozy. Oh, God, they're going 3-1.
Whoa.
Oh, God, they're 3-1.
That was...
Okay.
Oh, Cozy!
They just gobbled Ben up. Oh, they're 3 wide still. 3 wide through 3 and 4. Cozy in the middle. Champagne on the high side. Alfredo on the bottom side. Who's going to come out on top here? Oh, man. Taylor's around. Is he going to collect it? Is he going to stay down?
Saved
no.
it.
Keeps it in the grass. Doing some a little bit of landscaping there. Didn't appreciate how they cut the grass. And Champagne's now the race leader. Alfredo battling Cozy for 2nd place.
Oh, man. Almost put him in the wall.
Oh, he's trying to clear him. He can't do it. He's trying to clear him, but he can't do it. Cozy, not a man to be deterred. Will not hit the brake for anybody.
Rusty Walrus spinning sliding in the background.
He would have 50 feet.
Oh, you guys got me?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
Hi, how you doing?
Just checking. And here comes Frisch now, looking for 3rd.
And we were wondering when he would show up here. Here he is. Hi.
Yeah.
That 58 car has been fat.
Math. 15 to go. This time by
Oh, no. The famous
It had to happen at least once.
The famous ORN math.
We got it. Oh, Frisch is clear. He's in the wall. He's dead. Oh my God.
Turned him.
Michael Frisch
He
thought he was clear, and instead he's dead.
Oh, he turned. Did he finally try to clear himself, or did he try to clear himself?
He tried to clear himself, and he wasn't clear. Horrible crash off of turn 4, 2nd caution of the day. And let's take a look. This starts from the back straightaway. Gonna go down into turn number 3, and he tried to clear himself. He thought he had enough, but he didn't. And instead, he gets turned head-on into the outside wall. Like here, he thought he had it, sliding up. Just not enough, and not much Cozy could do there except hook him. Everybody else makes it through just fine.
You can tell by the rear of that car lifting up that he definitely thought he was clear. Rusty Walrus staying out. Rusty Walrus making a points move here.
Get an onboard here with Cozy before we go back to live and that. Yeah. Hard shot. Cozy comes onto pit road. Champagne stays out. Rusty stays out. KG stays out. Harry Tiller stays out, even though he had that slide a couple laps ago. We'll get a restart with about 10 to go or so in stage number 2.
What an interesting group of dudes up here at the front. You've got Justin Champagne has been running really well. Rusty Walrus He's going to restart second. Harry Tiller's up here, and so is Kamikaze Games.
Yeah.
Harry Tiller doing a little bit of landscaping last go around here.
He's going to go up and visit Rusty there in second spot.
He's probably super stoked that Rusty's up here. And then
KG's going to
Kamikaze.
come onto pit road, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
That's going to put Alfredo now on the outside in fourth, and Gary Owen's going to be fifth. Cozy was on pit road for a little while longer. I think he had some damage on the front end. He's back in the 12th spot once he gets by KG. So a bad pit stop for Cozy is going to put him deep in the weeds back there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why KG waited to pit there. I wonder if I don't think he lost a lap anywhere in there.
Could be a selfie, OL.
Yeah, he might want to put
Possible.
himself up the bed.
You may have also been thinking that not everybody would have, or some people wouldn't have stayed out, so he would have been able to lead the lap, but instead he's coming to pit road now, and he'll be at the back of the grid along with Michael Frisch, who took the faster pair. I hope.
I would hope so.
It looks like he should have, I think. Yes, so he took his faster pair. You only get one faster pair.
Also taking the pit. The pit lane's closed. That's what the red light means, right?
Well,
Okay.
well, I mean,
Rusty's-
there he goes.
Okay.
I think the penalty for entering a closed pit is starting at the back anyway, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
I wonder if he wanted to get the lead lap or the lap lead bonus, and then he didn't realize Champagne was out there. So
Yeah, it could be the same thing as KG.
So we will get a restart with 11 laps to go in the stage. Lap 71 is the stage break. The second stage break.
And Cozy's restarting 12th. Well, back there, probably 11th now.
11th, yep, because of Rusty pitting.
Somewhere in there.
So with Cozy being back in 11th, this is going to be a hindrance for him to try and get the sweep on the stage points. It looks like somebody else is going to walk away with this second stage point. Well, it happened last week at Daytona as well.
It's going to be restart with 11 laps left in the stage, I believe, correct?
We're going to have 11 to go and we're at the line. Green flag. And Champagne's going down to the 8th.
There he goes.
Champagne jumped to the lead into turn 1, and then Alfredo underneath the tiller here. Woo! Owen just blinked out of existence there for a moment.
They are 3 wide in the back with David Land just kind of stuck up on the high side. You've got Cosman side by side with drive-through going into turn 3.
I'm interested to see how this is going to play out.
I ain't kidding. You and me both. All of us are. 10 to go.
Cautions breed cautions, as they say. So who's next? Who's next on the KO sheet?
Already seen two caused by contact. Plus the stage break at the end of stage 1.
Oh, I think
drive-through's in the wall. He just drove it into the wall and straight away. That's going to cost him a lot. Pushes him back towards Cozy.
3 or 4 spots there.
Yep.
And it's looking like Anthony Alfredo has got a great car right now, and he is pressuring Champagne. We might get he might want him straight. There he goes underneath of him there in turn 3. Looking on the bottom.
23's on 2 tires. Everybody else behind him is on 4. Big stack up in the back. Littell and Easterday got sideways. They're able to save it. Still back up here for the lead. Oh,
and still
contact.
Oof. Oh, a little nudge. Yep. Little, hey, I'm here, bud. They head down into turn 3 and 4.
I don't think that was on purpose, but still, oh, Gary Owens blinking. He's in the 3rd spot.
He comes with his own smoke screen effect. It's really fun. Look, now he's on, and now he's back. he's constantly hitting 88 is what's happening.
Almost got into Champagne.
Woo! I think they're trying to side draft and they're just like tapping each other. Give a little
Not sure
little
if it's
nudgy
that or
nudge.
his car's just too tight on the exit of 2. At the line, Champagne gets the run on the high side and will lead the lap.
Again, we're seeing that high side prevail here. Would you see the
trouble.
inside line work through?
Trouble.
Oh,
2 cars around. Caution's out. Kusan is in the wall. He went around. David Land is around. And Brendan Littell. We're going to have a 2-lap dash for the stage win. Yeah, so Kusan got
I saw
turned, but
Kusan go
this initial crash happened way back behind him. Kusan got turned going into 3 and saved it. Meanwhile, this crash happened between David Land and Ben Easterday. Off the exit of turn 4. Land just gets loose, tries to hang on to it. Cuthbertson runs into the back of him, turns him up into the outside wall. He bounces down up in the air, and then Brendan Littell went for a slide through the grass. And Littell is gonna hit the inside wall.
Ooh, Land almost hit the catch fence.
Yeah.
KG got hit.
Popped. We'll go on board David Land.
And KG bopped him pretty good too.
Yep. Oh, yeah, right there. Missed that on the replay. Wow. KG's parked the car. He's done for the night. David Land's back of the wall in turn 3.
Yeah, front of that car does not look good. I'm trying to get
Because
to
his
pit
car's
road.
broken. He's still on the lead lap. We had some guys pit and some not. Those that stayed out, Justin Champagne, Anthony Alfredo, Gary Owen, Cosmo Ionescu, Joey Stone, Keenan Kusan, Cody Hicken. Everybody else came onto pit road and is on pit road right now.
David Land had to take the tow. Car wouldn't turn.
He's a lap down now. So he's going to be multiple laps down before this is said and done. Champagne has some damage on the left side of the car, I think from the contact him and Alfredo made. It looks like we are going to have maybe just 1 lap to go here on the restart for the stage. Yep, 1 lap shootout for the stage.
And what an interesting end to stage 2 we are developing here, ladies and gentlemen.
So Alfredo's going to have 2 shots. Really 1, and it's going to be turn 3 on the last lap.
Indeed it is. A lot of guys from I think 6th on back took the pit, so they're going to try to, I think, extend their run into stage 3 to see as far as they can go. Hopefully, they're probably going to hope for another caution that'll help them make it to the end. You get an early caution in stage 3. Well, an early-ish caution into stage 3. Might be able to extend some of those guys to the end of the race without having to pit again.
Well, the fuel window's about 40 lap, and last stage is 60.
Some guys pitted at the end of that stage here. If they took fuel or not, that's going to be the question.
Yeah.
So
Well, I would imagine guys would at least come in and top off at the stage break here. Maybe not take tires, but at least take fuel. Lights are starting to come on here at Iowa. We're in the day-to-night transition. We're officially at dusk. The lights are on. The sun is almost down. Next week we're at Lanier, which will be under the lights, I do believe. Got 1 lap to green. We'll have a 1 lap dash for the stage.
Tuesday night lights. It's gonna be green checker.
Yes. So we get the green flag,
green
and
checker.
then the next time by, we'll get the green and white checker to end the stage. Yeah, so Lanier is under the lights, and then we're back. Then we go north of the border to Canada for the day race.
And that one is at which one is that? That's CTMB already?
Yes.
I'm looking at the schedule right now.
We're at,
I should probably get my passport before we go.
Gary Owen's still blinking around a little bit. Ace Truck is going to make the hard left turn on the pit road, and we've got a 1 lap dash for the win in stage 2, and he's going right away. Alfredo was kind of ready for it. Cozy slides out of lineup on the top of the track, and Champagne might just walk away with a stage win here.
Champagne looked like that was the smart move to make there.
They are 4 wide off of turn 2. My goodness.
Woo, buddy.
Through
Those are
3
going
and
to
4.
slide into, what is that, 4th place? 5th place?
Not going to have a chance, and Justin Champagne is going to win stage 2 at Iowa. And Anthony Alfredo is blinking around.
Uh-oh.
A lot of blinking. Oh. Now you see me, now you don't, and for my next trip.
Yeah, accidentally turned his flux capacitor on.
Still not back. I don't think. Oh, no, he is, but he's fallen back to 4th now. Back behind Cosman and Gary, and it looks like that's where it's going to keep him? Maybe? I don't know.
I'm not sure what's happening there.
Issues for Alfredo. He's still dropping back, but meanwhile, Justin Champagne win your second stage here at Iowa. Champagne's not in Discord, so we can't talk to him. But we can talk to some others if we do wish. Harry and Cozy and Harry are going to stay out with Easter Day. And everybody else, Rusty stays out. Everybody else is on pit road.
And a lot of people stay. Interesting, a lot of people are going to pit twice. You're probably topping off like you said they were going to do.
Yeah.
A lot of guys pitting a second time after they pitted before the end of the stage there.
Cozy is going to come out with the lead. Put 2 tires on his last stop. Interesting.
Indeed.
Well,
Indeed.
This longer stage is definitely going to breed some more strategy. You know, it's longer than the other two. Not going to have a guaranteed caution. It's going to be, now it's kind of every man for himself. Going to be a lot of on-the-fly adjustments if there's any yellows.
David Land has also parked it, so his first start in the core doesn't go as planned. Going to finish in the 17th spot.
I believe Kamikaze Games also parked it.
Yes, he retired after the last crash with Frisch. It was with Land. He retired immediately after the crash. Land tried to get it back to pit road, couldn't, had to tow, realized it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I believe that was an all F4.
So we will have about 55 laps to go on the restart, I believe.
Oh man.
Glad to have everybody watching in the chat and where else.
I've been watching all of the corn puns as they've been going by.
Alfredo is back to blinking again. Now it's back to normal.
Not as bad as he was. He did like blink out of existence there for a moment.
Yep. And lights stay on the pace.
So yeah.
54 laps. Oh, drive-through damage. I think. Tough to tell. Running in that race car, maybe it's not. No, that's just the body of the car. It just looked funky from that point of view.
Yeah, the noses are a little twisted here. So they look a little off-center, off-kilter. Cozy back to the lead. Tiller back outside of him. A couple of wild cards in the 53 and 59 of Rusty Walrus and Ben Easterday. Sitting there 3rd and 4th. And then you got Alfredo, who has had a strong run so far tonight.
Yeah.
Interested to see if he can get up there and make something happen. We're going to hopefully see some long run cars here. So we're going to see how people handle their cars in the long run. That's I think that's going to make the difference here.
Well, that first stage was the only real long run that we had, and we saw Michael Frisch fly through the field after starting in the back. He's 16th now. He wound up 7th after that first stint of 35 laps. So it's possible that Frisch climbs himself back in there if we get a long run. But after that second stage, I'm not so sure anymore if we're going to be able to do that or not.
We're going green this time by.
third row that's going to cause havoc for the guys. Paint cars in, and Cozy's going to bunch them up and now let them go. Green flag. We're back racing here at Iowa.
Cozy not wanting to waste time. Jumps back out to the lead. Going to put over a car length on him and Tiller. And it looks like Alfredo already underneath of Easterday there for third place. And they're 3 wide back there for fifth.
They're blinking. Rusty's stuck on the high side here into turn 3.
That is not where he
wants. How
Guys
about Rusty?
blinky boy.
In 8th now. Caution.
I'm just looking at
Trouble for Cuthbertson. No, Alfredo. What?
I saw a bunch of sparks, but I didn't see a car. So I assumed
that must have been an
Alfredo's
invisible one.
gone, but the caution is out.
Interesting.
Oh.
You got abducted by aliens midway through? Or maybe he hit 88? I don't know. That looked like some weird Back to the Future stuff right there.
Here he is down the inside. Gone. He's back. He's gone. This is a replay, by the way. Gone. He's gone. He's back. Oh, yeah, he wound up in the wall. And I think his connection's going to cost him this race. Is not coming back, and he's a lap down.
That's a bummer.
Well, Alfredo hit the wall, but for that, I think his internet gave out.
One might say his internet is upside down.
Maybe. So, we do have some guys pitting. Rusty, Floppy, Cosman, Drive-Thru, Littell, What If, and Frisch are all on pit road. Alfredo is back, and he's on pit road right now as well. He's got damage. He's blinking in the pit box. Not a good night now for Alfredo. Had a strong run going.
Yeah, he might have been the only one that was challenging Cozy consistently, so I'm a little bummed about that. Losing that competitor there. Now it's going to be on how fast can Frisch get back to the front. Frisch, of course, being the fastest car consistently on track. And interesting appearance from Cody Hicken there in 7th place right now. Started 14th on the grid.
Yeah.
Good run. Doing all right for himself.
Kind of snuck his way in there after that spin that brought out that first caution contact. He's rebounded. He didn't have a lot of damage since he really got hit in the door. Now here he is in that 7th spot. That chaos there with Alfredo kind of helped his cause.
Agreed. And the loss of David Land as well.
Alfredo is back on the racetrack. Still, he was blinking for a moment. Yep, he's still blinking. Issues for the 33 of Alfredo continue. Should get 1 lap to green this time by. There's Alfredo blinking high up on the outside, quite literally. On the inside. What the?
I didn't even see him.
I think Alfredo's parking at this point.
Yeah.
Just because it's not getting any better, unfortunately for him.
I think they're going to try to get him back on the lead lap, from what I just heard. So light's still on here in Iowa.
Yeah, lights are still. All right, well, another lap then. I think it's because we have lap cars now. We have to do a lap for them.
There goes Alfredo again. Yeah, I think they're trying to get him back on the lead lap.
I just heard Alfredo bounce it off the wall a couple.
Yeah, I saw him blink once as he went by.
Alfredo's still... Don't blink in. You might be right. I think they are trying to wave him around to get him on his side.
No, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, he just wrecked it.
He He is manually disconnected.
Yeah. I just watched him like Casey balls in 1 and 2. It's around on the pace.
I believe his entire team just left.
Possible. I think Alfredo just put in Al, who we'll see next week at Lanier, and the internet doesn't hear him again.
All right, we finally go green this time. Can we go green now? I want to see more room. I want to see more rooms and rooms. Let's go.
Oh, we're at that point. Is putting a wrench into the fuel strategy, though. Done, I think, 6 laps under caution now.
Yeah. How far can you stretch your fuel?
I'm sure the fuel saving has been at a maximum for all these guys under this caution. Pace truck makes the hard left turn onto pit road, and Cozy's going to bring us back around, and we're rolling again from Iowa.
And away we go. Down into turn 1, they pile in Cozy, Tiller, Easterday inside of Champagne. Champagne get a great run on the outside. Gonna close the door on Easterday there. And Owen with a shot of a rocket off the inside there and gonna go right around Easterday as well.
Drive-through's gonna go 3 wide on the bottom with Cody in the middle. Right there as well with Kusan. Rusty slides up. There's almost some contact off it.
Oh, keep an eye on the
bottom.
Keep an eye on that group there. They are playing with fire here.
Right on with Easterday there. Rusty sliding in on the bottom. Cosman way back there along with Frisch. Into turn 3.
And Sloppy Joe in the 8 also in this mess as well.
Oh,
Cuthbertson making a
good
run here on this set. He palled around in the Cuthbertson looking underneath the Easterday here.
Involved in one of those early wrecks, but now we have the wheels back under him. Claw knocking on the door in the top 5.
Side by side behind them as well, Hicken and Sloppy. Sloppy getting a good run out of 4. He's going to clear Cody there.
Rusty almost put drive-through while there on the front stretch. Kusan and Cuthbertson almost made contact. That was good. And Kusan almost made
Buddy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
These guys are all
caught that
over
the apron there.
They pinching down, saying, "I don't like what you just did." Here comes going on the inside in the 8. They back to the bottom.
Back underneath the Kusan here, trying to maintain that spot. That is for 5th place there. Top final on the line for these guys in this pack here.
He's still driving hard on the bottom. He slides up with Cuthbertson.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Here comes drive-through.
Drive-through sees the door wide open. He's going to go waltz on through that one. And now he's got a nose underneath the Cuthbertson. He might get 2 spots here in the next couple laps.
He just drove it in there too hard. Slid him up into Cuthbertson.
Side by side. Still Easterday and Stone and putting on a show right now.
Top 3 have checked out.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, you're right. We've got now 40 laps to no 60. No.
Here we go.
No, wait, what? Oh, we have 60 to go. We started the 3rd stage like 30 laps ago. The famous ORN math, everybody.
I think our math was wrong.
Oh, you mean your math? So you told us that stage 3 was 60 laps, so that's on you, man.
I was told 35, 35, 60. Rusty bounces it off the wall in the background, but it's not 35, 35, 60. It was
35,
35,
35,
35, 80.
Oh, 80.
It was 80. Yeah,
What?
because 70
Oh, yeah,
plus
that's
80
right. That'd
equals
be
150.
140. Yeah, okay.
8
Listen,
plus
my
70
contract
equals
only
15.
runs
80 plus 70 equals 150.
my contract only allows for 5 extra laps per one, so I'm gonna need some.
Now we are inside 60 laps to go. Now we're right.
Word from Cody.
Now, okay.
Word from Cody Workman appearing in the chat that he is not feeling great tonight. We'll be back next week.
Taylor all over the back bumper here of Champagne. This is for second.
Yeah, these three here have really not given much time to each other. They're just checked out, having a good time.
I think it's because they know they can't make it to the what the heck, they're running it out. So in that case, they're definitely going to need to pit here in this final stage. They can't. It's almost a two-run.
They're gonna, if it's 40 laps, oh man, or 80 laps. So 40 laps is the fuel window. They're gonna have to figure out what way. They're gonna hope that caution might have stretched them into a 1-stop, but it's gonna be a 2-stop.
It's gonna be close. That first caution may help if they get another one right around the halfway point, so in about 15 laps. That might also help.
Cool.
Right, they 54 laps up on the board.
It's a lot of laps.
It is.
It's a lot more than 60.
Yep.
It's like 20 whole more laps than 60.
Frisch is making his way up. He's now into fighting for 7th with today here.
And everybody kind of calmed the waters, so to speak.
Kind of like the first stage where everybody just checked out.
Everybody put it on autopilot. I imagine we'll start.
Will indeed take that spot.
Imagine we'll start to see people come into pit right around with like the 50s, high 50s, low 50s to go. I would think.
Maybe it depends on how much they save.
Like the mid 40s, I would think to go. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It depends on how far you want to go and how good your tires are. Be. See, if it was my luck, if I'm out there, I'm not going to pit until I absolutely have to because I have terrible luck. So I would try to pit and then I get caught in that would caught in pit lane and explode or something.
Arthur and Cosman are side by side. We haven't said Cosman's name much tonight. He's been stuck in the back for most of the night.
Cosman not having a good time. This trio here been jostling this position quite a bit. Cosman underneath of Easter Day, and it's going to open the door for Driver to stick a nose down there as well. The bottom line doesn't have a great run out of the turn. It's going into the turn. The bottom line's where you want to be. If you can clear the guy, like Driver's going to do right there, you're going to take away his momentum off of the turn.
Ben's going to cross him over now, and he'll go to the bottom.
Two friends.
Frisch is passing the 8 of Stone, and is going after Kusan here for 5th.
I think if Frisch can position himself ahead of Gary Owen and a caution comes out, Frisch is now back into the race win conversation.
Well, I think he is, even if he's still here and the caution comes out. Or he can't win off of strategy, but he can still win it just off of pure speed. He's going to get by. Could get by Stone. Not sure about Kusan here. Back to turn 1.
And keep it side by side. Kusan goes way high into turn 1 and 2 there. He's got a push from Stone.
I thought that was going to help Frisch with Kusan going that high. This not 1 and 2, definitely not 3 and 4. Frisch can't get there, and we saw what happened earlier when he tried to clear himself off of Cozy. He wound up in the wall. Somebody's blinking up a storm.
He was missed that. Oh, he's gonna clear him out of turn 2.
Got it, and Kusan almost got put in the
bounces
wall.
off of Kusan.
That was close. Cosman to slide in.
That is Keenan the Kia Kusan.
Oh.
The only Kia in the field, which is definitely one more than should be on the field, if we're being honest.
45 laps to go here at Iowa. Cozy won the first stage, and he's trying to win the last one. Looking good for him so far, but there's still a long way to go. We'll ride the bumper cam, the rear bumper of the 99.
See, if I was Cozy, I would put something clever on my back bumper. People had to read it every time we passed.
With this lap here, Cozy's going to lead the most laps. Now officially 76 laps led for him, so we'll get those bonus points as well. He's closing in at this point and needing to come on to pit road probably definitely in the next 10 laps or so. On his 40th lap on this stint right now. Going to be cutting close.
I feel like Cozy's going to be the trigger man here of this front three. As soon as Cozy goes, the rest of them will react. I don't think anybody's going to go for the undercut, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Not that I ever admit that I'm wrong, but, you know, I could be wrong.
Problem is with the undercut, I don't know if anybody's fast enough to
Yeah, I'm not really sure you
get there. Maybe Frisch, but it seems like Frisch's strength is on the long run rather than the short run.
And Frisch has been consistent this whole race as he's closing in on Owen. So I think he's going to need a caution to catch these front three. Like I don't know if he's going to be able to catch them, catch even third place there on his pace alone.
I think Owen's blinking around a lot, so Frisch is just going to take the spot. Frisch is now in the fourth spot rather. So he needs a caution now to try and make it the rest of the way.
Cozy continues to lead, dominate through 1-2. There's not much going on around the track right now. But he kind of just vibing. Tuesday. Got a foot on the floor.
40 laps to go here at Iowa.
Drive through trying to take an 8th spot from Keenan Nakia Kusan. And is sideways off the turn. That's not going to help you there, bud. And a battle between Joey Stone and Cosman as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Way up the hill.
Gary Owen is really blinking bad. I think it was him.
Yeah, and the other guy has been blinking a lot.
Somebody's going to get rubber bands, like, wrecked here shortly if that keeps up. Here's the rubber band, man.
But he's still out of the racetrack. Nobody's decided to come onto pit road yet.
Yeah, I think that that caution's going to extend this stint for sure. So it's just a matter of how far can they all go.
I mean, Cozy and Tiller are on lap 46 on this pit road. Same with you. So I've got to imagine that they're going to be on pit road in the next 5 laps. Although I can hear Cozy saving as he comes back to 3. Harry's on pit road.
Hoping somebody biffs it. He's hoping for a biff.
Harry Tiller to pit road. The first one to go.
That might be the trigger moment here.
Been fast with Cozy so far today, so it's possible that he gets the undercut to work. We'll see what Cozy does.
See if Cozy's gonna go.
Same with Champagne.
Champagne, yep.
Michael Frisch stays out, so Michael Frisch is going to take the lead. Gary Owen stays out as well. Same with Joey Stone and Cosman and Kupan and Drive Through and Cuthbertson. Easterday is in. As well as Littell.
I imagine those guys are going to be back around. They'll be pitting next time around.
Check that. Littell stayed out. Same with Rusty. Everybody else on Cody. What if? Frisch is pretty high on the racetrack. If he wants to pit, he's going to stay out. But
Stone in.
Sloppy's coming in and nobody else.
I'm not sure where Frisch is on this stint.
Currently on lap 36.
Nice, he's got a little bit. He's probably going to try to hold on to this lead.
Owen on 43, Kusan on 43, Cuthbertson on 43, L, Rusty, Drive Through, Cosman, and Frisch all on 36. They can go the longest. Caution would help them greatly. Tiller just passed Cozy. But Champagne got out in front of both of them. So once
wonder
they
if Champagne...
cycle around, Justin Champagne's going to be your race leader. But Tiller is all over him. So here's the battle for the eventual race lead. And here he goes to the inside.
And through into turn 3, it looks like Champagne's got the preferred line out of 3 and 4. Like that middle line has been the fastest one so far.
Hal's trying to get out of the way. Unfortunately, he's going to be in the way.
Oh my God! What is he doing?
Oh, there he goes.
Champagne. And Michael Frisch just came onto pit road. Gary Owen is your race leader.
Oh no!
Gary Owen and Drive-Thru were going to come onto pit road and stayed out. Littell had yet to pit. And it's going to be netcode that sends the eventual leader, Justin Champagne, into a slot. Going out into turn 1, 3 cars trying to get into one lane. It just didn't work. Tiller and Champagne, they don't make contact. 22 comes up the racetrack, and a lot of netcode is what's going to kill Justin Champagne, who won stage 2, kept it off the wall. Unbelievable.
He's gonna have some choice words for Littell on that one. God. That was small brain moment there. That was a
just nothing Harry could do, nothing Champagne could do. That falls all on Littell.
Yeah, that is.
Oh,
whew. Buddy, let's not shake up this order. And can we get Frisch gets stuck on pit road?
Frisch got onto pit road as the caution came out. Owen stayed out. So your top 4 are Owen, Drive-Thru, Littell, and Frisch. Frisch stays out. So Frisch is your leader. And then it's Owen, Drive-Thru, Littell, Rusty. Everybody else is right now on the lead lap because Frisch is at the back of the field. So all of these guys are going to wave around. So we're going to wind up with everybody back on the lead lap, and Michael Frisch is going to be out in front. Then it's Harry, Gary, Drive-Thru, Rusty, and Littell.
Can you just say Harry Gary again? That was funny.
Actually, looks like Gary may have sped on pit road.
Oh,
and actually, Frisch has a penalty as well, and I think it's because he entered a closed pit. So Harry Tiller is going to be your lead. Then it's leader. Then it's Drive-Thru, Rusty, Littell, Frisch, Owen, I think. And oh my gosh, Harry's back on pit road. Drive-Thru is your leader.
No. What? What is happening?
Drive-Thru is your race leader right now.
The order's all screwed. I don't do well. This is confusing. Can we wave everybody around so I can see the field as it's supposed to be?
Just came back on the pit road. Frisch is waiting for people so he doesn't get black flagged. What? Is Gary out of fuel? Gary, Rusty, and Littell are coasting back to pit lane. I think Gary ran out, and he's getting pushed
Gary's
by
out.
Rusty.
He checked fuel, but didn't put any in.
And Littell is on. Littell just faked nobody. I don't know if Owen's going to make it to his box. Rusty is literally pushing him down pit road, but they're in danger of getting lapped here. The pace car's off of 4. So Rusty's going to sacrifice his race, but it's not going to help Owen either. Littell's going back around. Tiller into second. Frisch in third. Frisch is coming to pit road now. I think to start eventually in the back. Littell is going to stay out. Rusty is through, and I think Rusty didn't pit. He just pushed Owen to pit road. So Rusty's going to come around and I think be 4th.
What the heck,
and now
man?
Owen is going to be at the back.
That was the sportsman moment of the day, though.
Well, now Gary Owen is now lapped down. Now he's not as he passes Drive-Thru. I think he's going to cycle around to the back and perhaps pass everybody. Maybe not. Good grief. Under 30 laps to go, by the way. So Gary goofed and ran it out of fuel because he forgot to check the box. Now he's 1 lap down, and it looks like he's going to stay 1 lap down. And now all the lappers, or all the lead lap cars, are going to cycle around here in a moment, as I think we're coming to 1 lap to green.
And I gotta give a shout out there to Rusty. That was a beautiful sportsmanship moment. Pushing a competitor down pit lane. Didn't even pit. Pushed the man.
It didn't trap. Rusty's going to be second here on this restart. So he literally pitted again and pushed Owen on the pit road, and he's going to start in position number 2, coming to 27 laps to go on a restart.
And Littell is starting 3rd. Oh,
and Justin
no.
Champagne is stuck in 8th.
Oh, my God.
I
Two
don't
friends.
understand this.
Two part of the compatriots known as the Shrimp starting 1 and 2 on this restart. How many laps we got left?
Well,
Jimmy and Matt probably
everybody
wrong.
else is caught up here. Oh my! This is some NR stuff if I've ever seen. The rest of the field just got caught up. Pace truck is in.
This is silly.
Here we go.
They're not even side by side here. Like this is
green flag.
Tiller's supposed to be 4th. Oh my God!
Oh,
Drive-through's
there
third.
we
Here
go.
comes Littell. Tiller to the outside. 3 wide for second.
Wait. Keep an eye on turn 1. Oh, this is gonna be nuts. What are y'all doing? Okay, we're good. I think
They
they made
all
it through.
made it, but here comes Cozy with a big meaty move, 3 wide.
Yeah, first there on the middle, Rusty on the outside, Littell in the way.
Al's going to get out of the way now, but he goes back to the bottom again. We saw what happened last time.
Oh no!
Him and
Oh no! Look out,
Champagne are near
Cozy!
each other now. Drive-through is. Oh! He just turned Littell.
He did it again!
Littell's gonna hit the wall. We're still green.
Oh!
Still green. Cozy, just Littell.
Quarter panel there.
And now Champagne and Cozy are side by side.
That's some damage on Cozy's front end for sure.
Yeah, just like what he had when he got into Frisch at in stage 2, and Tiller is catching the 77 to drive through. Can he play defense for the next 24 and a half laps?
Probably not, but you know, give the man his due. Can't say it's over until he's past him.
And Frisch is also starting to close in.
Did
Littell is on pit road. Drive through now with the defensive line into turn 1. Tiller cranks it down underneath. Trying to.
Yeah, Tiller trying to find the gap here. Drive through going to take the preferred line through the middle of the turn, through 3 and 4. That 77 on a rope. Keeps it on the line. It's going to throw off the Tiller's tire run here.
And Frisch is caught him now.
Drive through knows that he's not fast here. The only thing he can do is play defense.
And I think right now they're all hoping that they can get this sorted before Cozy gets there. And hoping Champagne can put on some more pressure. Here's Tiller to the bottom.
Tiller peeking down, putting the left of the side of the car onto the stripe.
What a comeback it would be for Harry Tiller after playing the role of Kevin LePage last week at Daytona. That accident in turn 3.
And doing some landscaping mid-race of this race.
And now he's knocking on the door of a win, but the problem is Frisch is there as well.
Yeah, Frisch is the one that you got to watch here. If Tiller can't get around drive-through, watch out.
Oh, they both got loose. They both hit the wall. And here comes Tiller down to the bottom for the lead.
Top side not as strong in 1 and 2 as it is in 3 and 4. Tiller underneath of them looking for the...
Drive-through saved it.
And here comes Frisch. Frisch is hungry. That 58 is hungry.
He had room up the middle. I think he'd take it. Oh, drive-thru's going to beat him at the line barely. 20 laps to go.
Going to get the push off the high side. Try to drive it through 1 and 2. He's way up there, though.
He's just right on him.
Travis pointed out earlier, it's super bumpy.
Harry Tiller. Frisch trying to cut underneath him. Tiller clear for the lead with 19 laps to go. And Cozy's coming. These 3 need to hurry it up quick.
If they're going to try to pull away, now is the time. I think the longer that battles with Davin here is the longer it's going to take, the easier it is for Cozy to get caught up here.
The drive-thru just blinked out. He's back. Canadian
and he's gone.
internet.
And he's gone.
The second one.
And he's back.
Like Brett Favre in retirement. In, out, in, out, in, out. Thought you might appreciate that one. Frisch clear for second.
Appreciate that.
Michael Frisch trying to steal one here at Iowa. Harry Tiller trying to steal one here in Iowa.
Frisch didn't qualify, played the strategy game, and has now put himself into position for the win.
If Tiller is able to win, he'd be the first winner in the Core Series not born in North America. I would say the U.S., but drive-through has won a couple of times, so be the first one born across the pond, if you will. 16 to go this time by.
Drive-through still blinking out.
Oh. Must be snowing.
Dang snow, always interfering with the internet. And I'll tell you, I tell you what, if Cozy can't get up there, I'm certain he's gonna have choice words for that 22.
He is 2/10 off of Tiller and Frisch right now. So
I'm pretty sure
not faster.
I think Littell parked it.
Yes,
Yep.
Littell did park it. No, well, he's on pit road. He hasn't retired. But he's still just sitting on pit road. I think he had too much damage after hitting the wall, and Frisch is sideways. He saved it. Gonna try and make the outside line work here. Try and get by Tiller.
How many laps we got left?
14 this time by. Last time by, Frisch was faster than Tiller. This time they're about the same. Because Frisch is not able to be on the bottom in turn 1 and 2. That's costing him the most.
Yeah, I think Taylor locking down the inside on through 1 and 2, and then just taking the preferred line. So just keep playing defense. Play defense. If you're not the faster guy, play defense. Make the other guy make the first move. And he'll likely start getting a little antsy as we start taking off laps, and then he'll be making mistakes, and then before you know it, you won the race.
Go faster than Cozy. Every lap.
Cozy got a little bit of front end damage there.
Yeah, unless there's a caution and they're able to, and everybody pits. I don't know if Cozy's got a shot to win this one.
I think he might be out at this point.
Which is
I don't want
earth-shattering. Cozy not winning at a short track.
Yeah, a short track that looks kind of like Richmond too.
12 to go. Cozy won this race last year on heat.
Yeah, but that was heat though. Barely a game.
Oh, that's true. Do 11 laps.
It's just everybody in the crowd dead silent, holding their breath, waiting for somebody to make a move.
Drive-through. He finished third last week at Daytona. Here he is in the third spot again here at Iowa. He's off to a good start before we head to CTMP in 2 weeks. Trying to get a win at his home track. 10 to go this time by.
When you say the man loves CTMP, the man loves CTMP. Like,
oh, he's driving right in there.
Oh, buddy, they're looking like, I think it's going to be bumper time here as we wane away these laps.
He may use the bumper. Pull up the drop down here.
Woo!
Oh, he did.
Oh, he did. There it is. To get a little tip. Just a little tap to get him loose.
The live scoring there on the right. Here we go.
Frisch underneath through 1 and 2, trying to make it stick. Tiller not going to give away that spot that easy. Frisch has got the advantage out of the turn. They're side by side down the backstretch.
See what Tiller can do on the outside here in 3 and 4. Frisch is going to send it in on the bottom. Don't clear yourself. That's what he tried to do earlier, and it didn't work. Dead even off the corner.
Oh, and Tiller got a great run out of 4.
8 to go.
Oh, man, I think you're going to need a little bit more bumper than you gave him last time, Frisch, if you're going to get this win.
Need that Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards kind of bump and run from Richmond. There we go.
58.
Run 3.
3 and 4. Frisch trying to hold on to it, trying to get to the back to the back bumper of the 69 of Harry Tiller, who was just trying to hold on.
Got to regroup. Try it again.
Tiller probably sitting behind the wheel trying to be like, we done yet? How about this one? We done this one? How about this one? Check a flag yet? Got a rear view mirror full of black and purple. That's going to be terrifying.
Harry missed the bottom there off of 2. And that's going to allow Frisch to close in. Here he goes.
Oh, Frisch dives it into turn 3 and 4 side by side.
Tiller got on the brakes early so he could try and get the better launch off, but Frisch is going to try and hang in there.
Oh, that top side is just too good. The top side too good off the out of the turn. I don't think Frisch is going to have to do something drastic here.
Oh no, he's got Taylor up on the high side and off of 2. But Taylor got the better run.
And it's just been like that. Like, he's just been getting the better run off of the high side every one of these turns so far.
Back down low, coming to 5 to go.
First, gonna be running out of grip here. So, oh, buddy!
Oh, got it, but barely. Back to 1.
Tiller taking a
don't run
little
that far up.
incidental swing. Went way up. Frisch looked like he entered a little higher than he wanted to there.
Yeah, Frisch just missed the corner, and he lost it on exit there, too. Miller hangs out in front.
Dropping to about a car length here.
I think he's got one more shot to get to Tiller and make a move. 4 to go.
And he's gonna need the bumper. We've seen it. The car's there's not enough drive off the bottom.
Yeah.
If he's gonna get this win, Frisch is gonna have to use the bumper.
What's looking like? Or Terry. Tiller's gonna have to make a monumental mistake here.
Just a big as mental mistake as you just made right there saying his name.
Terry Hiller. All right, 3 to go. Fish has a run. Can't get to the bottom, though. Or can he?
Take a peek. Gets a look.
There. He's got to send it at this point.
Gonna come 2 to go this time by down through the backstretch into 3 and 4. Frisch slides up, tries not to get too far on the bottom there. I don't think he's got the drive off. Harry's got the better drive off the top lane there.
Imagine if we get a photo finish here in Iowa.
Iowa.
Drive-through is slipping back a little bit. Cozy. Don't know if Cozy's going to get there. Here we go again, off of 2.
Frisch with a great run off of 2, off that bottom side. That was the run he needed there. He's going to throw it into turn 3 and 4.
He's got it.
Oh, but Tiller not going to give it up. Tiller not going to give it up.
White flag, 1 to go.
White to go, and it's
Frisch at the
freaking
line.
Frisch at the line. Oh, my God.
By a nose. Here we go to 1. Oh, they're making
He's
contact.
pinching. Tiller throws the pinch. Throws off Frisch's momentum off of the high side there. He's not going to give him the advantage down the backstretch.
Tiller's got to send it in on the high side here and hope it works. Oh, they make contact again. He moved in.
Oh, he moved him. He doored him. Oh, he doored him. Harry Tiller going to take the win.
Wins at Iowa. What a
move.
Wow.
What a move.
Unbelievable. Here goes Frisch. He gains it.
Oh, man.
And Harry Tiller.
Oh, man. Tiller just doored him to take the win. When the win's on the line, you throw the door, man. Woo, man.
Your first core winner, not born in North America. He beat Cosman to that title. Harry Tiller has done it. From being LePage to winning. He's doing something that Kevin LePage never did. Win a race.
Unbelievable. Moon Sport 69. What a race. What a race.
He just... Frisch, they made contact once, but other than that, they tried to keep it clean. Tiller is just like, nah, I'm moving him.
When the win's on the line, you gotta go for it.
Yeah.
You can't leave anything out there. Because I bet if he had didn't make that move, he'd have been regretting it hellaciously. And a podium finish for one, Davin Cornelius, also known as Drive-Thru.
Finished where?
All right, so I can run down the finishing order here if you'd like. Winning the race, you have Harry Tiller. Then finishing second, a bridesmaid again, Michael Frisch. Then is Davin Cornelius going to finish out the podium. Then is Michael Cozy Jr. He's probably not too happy with Brendan Littell in that 4th place. Then it is Cosman, who brought it home 5th. Champagne fell to 6th before the race was over. Joey Stone finishes 7th. Ben Easterday in 8th. Keenan Nakia Kusan finishes 9th. Kyle Cuthbertson with a great rebound from a not great practice in qualifying finishes 10th. Rounds out the top 10. Then it is Cody Hicken, What If Racing, Rusty Walrus, Gary Owen, Brendan Littell. From Gary Owen down, Gary Owen, Brendan Littell, Anthony Alfredo, David Land, and Kamikaze Games did not finish the race.
On the lead lap, I believe Owen did finish just 1 lap down.
Oh, yeah, okay. Owen did finish 1 lap down because he didn't have fuel.
So, let's talk to some folks. We'll start with 3rd place, Mr. Drive-Thru.
Welcome to the podium. You get the smallest trophy, but you still get the champagne. How do you feel?
That's 2 podiums in a row. I'm proud of that. That's damn cool.
So talk to us a little bit about the end of that race there. You were holding off Tiller for a while. Did you think you could beat him, or were you just trying to hold
I think I knew I couldn't beat him. I was sitting in ninth damn place all race. Just got lucky through the pit cycle. Brendan ended up wrecking. Gary ran out of gas. Suddenly I'm in the lead. Just got my elbows out in the last run. I just held them on as long as I could. Ended up burning my tires. I was about a lap away from falling into fourth because Cozy was sniffing up my bum. But that was cool. I ended up sort of caught in traffic all day, getting bounced around a little bit. And I like to think that I sort of proved myself in that last run. I almost kept up with the top two cars.
Well, you did a good defensive effort there. We were commenting on that during the broadcast. It was a great defensive effort on your part. You took the preferred line away on both turns, kept it up front as long as you could, led a couple laps, and that's got to feel great.
Yeah, it was all about dialing in the brake bias. I've been messing with it all race, and it wasn't feeling good. And then in that last run, I sort of got it together, figured out I could, arc it in, cover the bottom, try and keep him behind me. I mean, it wasn't enough. I knew Harry was damn quick, and I knew Frisch was fast as well. And as soon as it was three of us, no chance for me there. But very, very happy to take 2 podiums in a row.
So as always, we got to ask, anybody want to say hi to, anybody want to thank, any additional comments you want to say from the third spot on the podium?
I'd like to thank the paint scheme designer, myself. I'd like to thank the sponsor, myself. The guy who runs the league, myself. That's about it.
You start doing the broadcast from the car too.
I'm sorry.
Congratulations! Enjoy the champagne, my friend.
Thank you. I will.
Got it. Drive through. Who finishes in the third position for the second straight? Frisch isn't in Discord, so we get to talk to our race winner a little early. Harry Tiller.
Well, you did it, boy. You're the first winner, not born in North America. How does it feel?
Oh, it's good. I needed that after last week after making myself look like an absolute donkey. But yeah, it was great fun. Really enjoyed that. I mean, I got helped by the caution there, but I'll take it.
You put yourself in a position to win when it mattered most, and you put a hell of a move on Frisch. So walk us through your thought process on that last lap. I'm assuming you weren't going to let him beat you. That was the plan.
Well, the whole thing was not letting him get to my outside, because if you can get to somebody's outside, they can roll that corner. And so I was burning up the tires, trying to keep him to my inside the whole time. Then he crossed me over there, and I thought, oh, I'm not having this. I'm gonna get under him. And I knew once I got level with him, I know I could take the corner in the middle. And if he tried to take the middle as well, he was just going to bounce off me. And he did it in 1 and 2. Didn't lose that much time. And then we did exactly the same thing into 3 and 4. And luckily, it came out in my favor.
Did you intentionally throw the door? Was that the plan?
No, I didn't throw the door. I mean, it looks like I did drive there on purpose because I knew that's the fastest line. But if you actually watch, he turned down into me in 3 and 4. Well, that's going to be my story.
It's spicy in the post-race interviews. Harry Tiller blaming the loss on Frisch himself. Love to see it.
I was quite happy to call it a day and say, okay, great race. And then he just comes and wrecks me after the race. I mean, what's that about? We had a good race. And, I don't know. It was
watching you guys for the last 14, 15 laps was super fun. No, you had the run out of the top side off the corners. He had the run on the inside going in. That was a great race to watch. So congratulations on that win. That's got to feel real good. Your first core win as well. And yeah, man, like that's good. Showing up with a bunch of from North Americanders and showing them all what for.
Oh yeah, but now that just creates a rod for my own back. So I'm expected to be punted. Where we going next?
Lanier.
Oh yeah, so yeah. Wait, watch. Frisch is gonna send me. Fair play to him if he does. I'd be pissed too, but I'm just trying to create some spice.
Well, we always like to thank anybody you want to thank. Anybody you want to say hi to? Any last comments you want to say from the top step on the podium there?
Just thanks to you guys for broadcasting. This league's so fun. Thanks to Drive Through for sorting all this out, and yeah, we got a good group of drivers in here. Nobody's getting mad at each other until possibly now, but we'll see. We'll see it. It's really fun, and that's all I can say. Yeah, see you guys at Lanier. I'll probably be backwards, but whatever.
Congratulations, my man. Enjoy the champagne. Enjoy the big trophy.
Cheers.
The win for real, and carry that momentum the rest of the season.
I'll try.
There you have it. Harry Tiller, your winner here today at Iowa. So before I pull the points up here, How about that? What a race.
What a race indeed. There was a good chunk there where I was like, man, I'm not sure how this race could finish. And then,
Come on. Points.
and then Tiller first put on a show. It's a good time.
So how about final thoughts here, guys? What you got?
Why do you park in a driveway and drive on a parkway? Also, the end of this race was pretty great. Watching the those two go back and forth for 14 laps was just so enjoyable.
Travis, anything?
I mean, I know for a fact that I was wrong, very wrong. I'm like, yep, we're gonna go to the outside, way outside in 3 and 4. Didn't even get close. You know, I guess it's just how it goes when it goes to nighttime, I guess. But those last few laps, it was pretty intense, pretty awesome from a race that kind of got a little rocky in the middle.
There you see the points. Drive-through is your points leader.
What?
he leads the points with 32 points. Cosman is second with 31 points. Frisch is third with 27. Tiller fourth with 21. He's tied for fourth with last week's winner, Trey Normile. Cozy is sixth. Sloppy is seventh. What If is eighth. Kusan is ninth. And Justin Champagne is 10th. And shout out Trace Ryder, 29th in points.
Hey, there I am. That's all right. I'll make some more appearances. I gotta finish above David Land now. That's the plan.
Well, Land has 1 point, so you have to finish.
I got this.
Yeah, he sits 24th.
Eldora have points? Does Eldora did Eldora give away points?
No.
Oh, well then I'm screwed.
But that's our coverage for this week here at Iowa, and boy oh boy, it's been a pleasure. A fantastic race. I honestly was worried about tonight. Not anymore. I can't wait till you get to come back to this track and get in the future with these things. And yeah, that's about it. Next week we're at Lanier. Same time as always, 8 o'clock, right here on the Core. It'll be a good time. From all of us here in the booth, Trace Ryder, Travis Rolone, I'm Jacob Hitz. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week from Lanier. Happy Thanksgiving to all the Americans, and so long.